Hi everyone, we are in week 8, session 2. So things are feeling a little bit different this week, which I think is really good. Tonight we followed suit on Tuesday's session, and again it went really well. I feel like maybe I could have done a bit more on a couple of them, because I was thinking back to the very first exercise that we did, reps to failure, and it was the bench press. So on that one, I got to the point where I physically was pushing and the barbell was not going anywhere. So I didn't do that on any of the other exercises, and I don't know if that's the answer to doing that. I mean, it got to the point where it was so hard, it was hard to pull them up, but really it wasn't impossible. So yeah, I don't know, maybe the guys can kind of correct me on that, or like follow me up on that, because I'm just trying to get my head around it. But anyway, touching on a couple of exercises, particularly cardio. Been talking a lot about the strength training, and I just want to touch on the cardio a little bit. So the funnily named up downs. So we've been doing them in each direction, and the first time I did them I found them stressful. Now yes, they do get my heart rate up, they do get me like breathing heavily, but I just don't find them as stressful anymore. Like I'm not upset by them. So that is a move forward, and that's the kind of thing that I want in other exercises, specifically mountain climbers and burpees. So I'm doing both mountain climbers and burpees on the floor now, which was the goal, really. So yay for me. But yeah, I am finding them stressful. So like I'm particularly like mountain climbers, having to hold that position, having to hold myself up in a plank position, arms straight, is hard enough as it is without having to move my feet. And because I'm like trying so hard to keep myself level and keep my feet moving, it's hard to like regulate my breathing. So I assume that can only get easier with practice, and bringing the knees up is still a challenge. So still working on that one. Don't feel like I've mastered it yet. So I imagine it will come because it's progressed all this way along anyway. So that's a good move. Burpees are stressful. It is about getting into position, into the plank position, and coming out of it. Going into it's not so bad. It's the coming out of it that I find difficult. So I guess maybe like another week or so of doing them on the floor but stepping out will hopefully reduce that stress level a little bit. I don't think it's bad that they're stressful. I just think that it makes it harder, which is the point. So let's move on to food. So after my meeting with Niall, he sent me a list today of like foods that have a higher fat content in order to help me get to my 1800 calories each day. One thing I was delighted about was that cheese was on there. I love cheese, and I'm not gonna lie, I had already been using some of those, and I could stand to incorporate maybe 1 or 2 more of those foods each day in order to help me pick up. So there might be a satay recipe on its way, I hope. That'd be really nice. I'd like that. Tonight I had dinner. Well, I had dinner way too late. So I got home at like 6:30, and then my session's at 8 o'clock. Like, I'm gonna have to eat something before workouts and after work and before workouts, but it absolutely should not be as heavy as that. So yeah, that's okay. I mean, lesson learned. Now this final thought has come into my head this week more than any. I'm a little bit scared of the end of the program. Like, what am I going to do at the end? Like, when I come back from my holiday, I'll have 1 week left of the program. So that's 3 sessions. And I'll be like set, raring to go after that with nowhere to go. I'm going to need to make a game plan for that time after my holiday program ends. Like, yeah, I'm going to need to make a game plan for that. I don't want to go back to like eating the block of chocolate. I mean, that action summarizes the attitude that I don't want to have anymore. I can't go back there now. I still have a lot ahead of me, you know? Still have a lot of work ahead of me after the program, but like, I can't go back to that. Anyway, I've talked long enough. That is the update for this week, and I might do another video later this week, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's me. Peace out, homies. See ya.